Tucker now to fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. 10.
I need to get my sweat hang right now.
Take this one home. It's a touchdown. More careful throwing the football. I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but
yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see, but the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it, and on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Record. Shut 54's Mike, Check.
Jackson on the give to Dalvins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dalvins, 44 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach. Go ahead.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. Well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
42-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm going. I'm going back to you.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Throwing again. Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Ready to go, boys. Ready to get a start now.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
By Seattle.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
We're pretty quiet, dude.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
J.K.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
DJ.
9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Jackson's.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch a slat. Report. Right there. 54. Right there.
Go.
54, Mike.
Sit high. Watch a slat. Watch a slat. Move.
54.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get him!
Ingram. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Defense wins championships, man.
They'll run here with Dobbins. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now a carry for Dobbins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the slant.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. Tick. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Pick it up.
From the gun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I got you, boy. Right there, 54.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Dez Bryant. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, middle. Let's go, fellas.
Throwing again. Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.